Today on the Detecting Duo, before we head to the beach, we have a special treat. XP reached out to us to review and test a DEUIS II. Will this detector take our treasure hunting to the next level? Let's find out. I'm Scott Drudge, the half of the Detecting Duo that's almost always behind the camera, and Terri is usually in front. This first video is our beginning with the DEUIS II, and we'll make a lot of beginner mistakes the first day out. You can't learn everything about a metal detector and its capabilities in a single session. So this is the first of several videos as we test and review the DEUIS II. Currently, Terri and I use the MindLab series metal detectors. MindLabs are very popular for beach hunters, well at least in the US, and are really good. Terri uses the Vanquish 540, which is an excellent entry to advanced metal detector, and I use the Equinox 600. Both are excellent anywhere you want to metal detect. Florida beach metal detecting is great, but it's been getting harder and harder to find those really good targets out on the beach. Mostly due to the buildup of sand right now and the large number of detectors out there on the beach. We do find a lot of great items out on the beach, but there's much we think we're missing. So would a higher grade metal detector help us get to the next level of finds? We've been considering upgrading to the MindLab Manticore, as many of the detectors we know have recently done. But is there a better option? Enter the DEUIS II, which we have the opportunity here to test and review. Let's dig in and see what we have.
What's in the DEUIS II, Bob? It's the brains to the DEUIS II. The remote is a wireless controller that communicates with the coil, the headphone, and more. This first bag contains one of 2 antenna wires. The second bag contains the charging cable. This is the S telescopic stem for the DEUIS II. The manual is a 50-page intuitive guide into the workings of the DEUIS II. And in the bottom of the box is the 11-inch coil. The coil is wireless and will connect and disconnect to the remote upon the power on and power off. The remote comes in this handy magnetic hip pouch. Remove the hip pack to mount the remote to the top of the stem. The protective cap needs to be removed first. When powering up the remote, it will connect to the paired coil and prompt you to choose an audio device. Pressing the indicated button for the wireless headphones will wake up the headphones paired to the remote. You can later adjust the volume settings for each audio device in the settings. The coil cover has a key position when attaching the charging clip. This ensures the charging clip is correctly mounted. The charging cable has 3 connectors, 2 USB mini connectors for the coil and headphones, and a round connector for the remote. The coil is mounted to the stem using the plastic bolt, rubber washer, keyed spacer, and plastic wing nut. One thing to note, when using the charging clip, the coil can't be set flat on a surface or it will disengage the charging clip. So either tilt or elevate the coil whilst charging. The wireless headphones are rainproof and can survive in up to 3 feet of water. There's an extra cable with the headphones that is used for upgrading the headphone firmware and could also be used for charging. The water seal plug is pulled out to access the USB mini port. The headphones and coils have a white LED which will indicate charging is occurring, and the control box will display a battery charging icon. Using the triple charging cable, we get everything charged up and ready to start our detecting day. We're down on the beach. Gonna try out the new DEUIS II. See how it does. Alright, I gotta figure this thing out. Today should be a fun day. Look at the DEUIS II, DEUIS II we're going to be trying out here. Got our other metal detectors too, but we're gonna try this one. This will be my first time out with the DEUIS II. Look at how much smaller and compact that is. Normal gear, I need to get the pinpointer that XP puts out. I think we'll start with the headphones. Put this in beach. Interfered with you? Okay. We will try these and see. So I'm running the app and it is tracking my moves. The 2 hits that I have already are simply because I was testing it out. Terri's got her Vanquish 540, sort of used that as a control since we know that one, but been given the opportunity to try out this DEUIS. I've got it right now. I'm using a preset of beach mode, option 12 for the settings. Now, I really can't go out in the water too far. Apparently, if you get below a couple of centimeters, it's not going to work in the water until I put the antenna on, but I'm going to try today without the antenna. I've got the wireless headphones on, so we'll give that a shot. I got to learn this, but it's coming up as a 923, somewhere in there. And I didn't see how far down it was. Let's find out. Right about here, maybe? Somewhere down in here. There it is. I'm seeing black sand. I took it out. So it's just a matter of that black sand right there showing up.
Oh, right there, right there, right there. See it?
Oh, there it is.
Yep.
All right, so yeah, I picked up on this. It was just a really low conductive piece of metal that I found. Right off the bat. It's wild. Now see, that's what I'm kind of looking to see. That's really nice. I mean, I know kind of what it is based upon listening to it. You can see it's on the non-ferrous side. It's a good 85. I don't know if you can hear the sound on this. I'll probably put the headphone or microphone up in the ear, please. All right, so right about here, I took it out. In there. In here somewhere. Still showing up a good 85, 84. Should be in this. There it is. Given it's a penny, memorial penny. It's been sitting out here for a while. Found a penny. I've been finding a lot of interesting targets this way anyway. That is a 1991, it looks like. 91 penny.
So
All right.
there you go.
So we found at least one decent signal out here so far. Terry's got something right over here. Let's see what she's got.
So this is an 8. So see what yours
9
thinks.
right there.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's 48, so it's going to be small. 49 on here. Right there, huh? And as far as how deep, well, I think I may have already taken it out right there. That's really good. 49, I guess. There it is. I'd say it's a piece of can slaw.
All right.
That was coming in at a 49, so I got to learn the numbers. That was a 9 on the Vanquish, and that'd also be a 9 on the Equinox. Kind of have to use those for comparison because we're most familiar with those.
So it's
But
like
5
around
right
a
there, yeah.
5.7.
All right,
Way down. So
way down.
see what you think of that.
Let's see what we got.
Right here is it.
I may have screwed up my audio options. Ah, there we go. See, it's like a 25-30. It's on the non-ferrous side. Let's give it a shot here. Must be something small, huh?
That's better.
I ended up switching modes and didn't realize it. All right, so the sound on the external speaker is a little bit different than what you get in the headphones.
Oh.
45 right there. There it is. Look what you found.
What is that?
Like an earring, I think. Wow.
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
Sure enough.
That was a 45 signal on the DEUS, and you had like a 5 or so in there.
Yes. 5 to 7.
All right. Nice little copper earring there, isn't it?
Look at that.
What do you
Yeah,
see?
it's mostly good.
It is good? Okay.
I mean, mostly.
You got mostly good signal on it? Okay. What's your numbers?
Oh, it's better this way. Around 20.
20?
So it could be a. Not very many grunts though.
Okay. I'll give it a shot.
Oh, you're getting grunts though.
See if I can
Yeah,
pinpoint it down.
you're getting a lot of grunts.
Let's give it a shot, see what we got. In here somewhere. In the headphones, I can hear it really grunty. May not be coming through on the external speaker. Yep, still there. Not like that. Oh, there it is. I think I see it. Yeah, it's in that. There it is. Tent stake.
Okay, there you go.
All right. Yeah, so none of it's out.
That's why it was mostly good. Can't
It's
stay.
a definite 5 and now all ferrous, but in the whole it was giving us a combination of both. Now that is a strong 44 right there. It's all on the non-ferrous side. Yeah, that's all ferrous side here. Ferris Bueller side here. Down a little bit more on this side. I think I got it. Somewhere in there. Not in that. Should be right in here. Oh. There it is. Is that a piece of can slaw? Okay. Very strong, but definitely a piece of can slaw that came out of that. So that was a 44 as far as the VDI goes.
So I got a
What have you? A 6 right
7,
here?
8.
All right. Showing up as a 40 here and sounds pretty good. Might have it.
Yes, you do.
I'd say it's in there. Is it here? Missing a little bit, aren't I? Might be sinking back down in there. All right, let's go up a little drier here. Should be right in here, huh? Come on, show me. I don't see it, do you?
No.
Right in here, huh? Is it this? Is this little piece right here? Is that it? That might be it. I'd say that's it. A little scrap of copper of some sort.
Oh, yeah.
Or gold. Yeah, a little piece of
Yeah.
scrap metal of some sort.
Okay.
A little tiny piece. Okay.
See?
Screamed pretty good. And that was showing up as, let's take a look, 38 according to the app as it tracks me through. And it sounded pretty good. Going down to see what Terri has. Now that is a true non-ferrous 85 right there. And it's down just a little bit by the looks of it. Yep. I think it's right here. Is that it right there? There it is. Ah, it's just another penny, but nice strong signal. And that was down just a little wee bit. So that's a 2022 or 2021, somewhere around there. 2021 penny.
Is that a penny?
Yep.
So I got an 8 here.
8 right there, don't
Not
you?
too far.
8, 2 notches down on hers. It's showing up as a 46, 47 on the non-ferrous side. Okay, got it. Oh, thought I saw it. Oh no, I'm gonna lose it. There it is. What is this? Oh, look, it's a cremation tag.
Oh my.
All right, I wonder if it's one we found before. Just kidding. Alright. Well, one cremation tag found.
Throw it back in.
Green Lawn Cemetery.
Oh, green lawn.
Alright, I got a strong, it's 44 on the non-ferrous side. And down a little bit, I think. Yeah, about 2 notches. Let's see what we got. More over this way. You got it? Okay, what do we get? Right here. All right, now it's going all negative on me. With it, what I did with it. That's where I need the pinpointer. All right. Right there. We'll try it this way. There it is. Okay, you found something super small. Just a little tiny bitty piece of metal.
Alright.
Had a pretty good signal on it. Alright, this is like an up to a 90 roughly, 91 in that area. And we're looking at down only a couple of notches. About right here. Give it a shot. Sounds really good. There's a little bit of a edge to it. Can't be down that far. I didn't think it was down that far. Oh, on this side. How about here? Yep. Yeah, see, it's all going iron on me now. Oh, is that it right there? That might be it right there. Nail. Started out pretty good, sounding good, and then got a lot and it got really bad. So on the headphones it sounds pretty good on the non-ferrous side. Down in their waist more. A little further, hit something I think. Is that it right there? Is that it? Is it this right here? That is like a bobby pin. Like a bobby pin. It is. Found a bobby pin. Alright. Alright, I've got a 40 on the, it looks like it's on the non-ferrous side, and down about 3 notches. Pretty solid. Pretty good. I think I got it. Take it up here to the dry. I'm being lazy. So what do we got? Spread that out. No, that's getting gripping on me. Should be right here. Is that it? I think that might be it right there. Alright. Another piece of can slaw. But it was showing up on the positive side. And we're moving back down the beach here. Not finding a lot of stuff with either detector, so we need to go into a different area. Got something here?
12.
So who's a 12? 59 on here. Really strong, isn't it? Got it. See if I can shake it through here. Yep. Pretty solid, whatever it was. Oh, I get it. There it is. There's a piece of can Slaw.
Okay.
It was a stronger piece of can Slaw. Right. Here's got something up here. Check it out.
14. Oh.
Well, there's a 70 right here. Right about there. All right. All right, we'll come back to that.
14,
what you got? 14?
Right, yeah, right there.
Right there.
Oh, listen to that.
That's pretty good overall. Sounds really nice. It's bouncy. Maybe a pull tab? Yeah, there's grunt with it. And there. I got it in here. Let's see what you got. A little more. There it is. Bottle cap.
Okay.
Yep, I could turn bottle cap rejection on, I suppose. Definitely solid. Okay. Fill that one in. Let's see what the one is behind me here. Got my 70.
Grunty.
Grunty to you. Probably another bottle cap. Yeah, you can hear it. See, it's right there. Down a little bit. I think I got it. Spread it out. Yeah, there it is. Another one. But you know, got to learn what it is and what it isn't. I can tell though, it did sound like it was a faceted edge. Faceted edge? Faceted en français. Well, I can pretty well guess what I found here. It's non-ferrous 42, which is, sounds pretty good. But I'll bet you it's that. Yep, little piece of can Slaw. Problem is, in most detectors, it sounds pretty good. And it sounded pretty good on here. I could probably notch some of that out. I don't know, I'll have to try and see. Terry's got something in front of me here. Is this a valid test with the DEUS?
This is a 20.
I mean, I'm finding stuff too, and she's definitely finding it, but it also helps. So that's an 84 and a really strong signal, which kind of sounds like a penny. It's down a little ways. Right about there. Trying to master this. I'm going to get up to like Gary and Merrill's level, which is going to take time. I'm missing it right there. It must be right there. I dropped it, didn't I? Is it right there? I think I got it. Water! Water! Need some water. I think I saw it. Yeah, it is. There it is.
There it is.
You'll find a penny, of course. Based upon the ID values on the Vanquish, that would have been a 20. On the DEUS, it was an 84, I believe. That's a memorial penny holder.
So obviously the finds today don't really show off the capability of the DEUS II. The DEUS II is both an easy and complicated metal detector. The DEUS II has been announced since around November of 2021, so whilst not new, it is considered one of the more advanced metal detectors. Right out of the box, you can set it up, upgrade the firmware from the stock 0.71 version to the latest 2.0 version, which is what I did on this detector. Charge everything up and then easily select one of the many programs tuned to where you will be detecting. The area of beach that we were detecting on had been both over-detected and the sand is built up. Good finds may be too deep and well beyond the reach of any detector at this time. And you have to be in the right spot at the right time. But stick with us as we find even better items and improve over the next few videos. What are my initial impressions of the DEUS II? Overall, it is an excellent detector when compared to others. Now, given I haven't tried every other high-end detector on the market, but based upon what others have presented and what I've read and some of the basic testing, this detector is extremely versatile. There's a lot I'm covering here, and more will be covered in upcoming videos. Not really required, but I suggest getting the Go Terrain app and using it with the DEUS II. The remote can and will update the app in real time with every find. You can add notes, video, and see how you're doing as you go. It does require a yearly low-cost subscription of like $10, but I think it's well worth it with the DEUS II. There is a freebie mode as well.
And it can be used with other detectors, but you have to manually log your finds when it happens. It will still automatically track your path and have maps and information available. First steps with the DEUS II, read and learn the manual. It's extensive and shows a plethora of configurations, settings, and more. It's very colorful and helpful in knowing the DEUS II. The paper and manual included is excellent. You can also get a PDF version from the XP website. Let's go over the pros and cons of the whole setup. The stem is lightweight, compacts down well, and has a good grip for feel for long hours of detecting. Sure, it's all plastic and seems more like a toy in some sense, but it seems more than adequate for this detector. A step up would be some maybe carbon fiber designed version. At first, we thought the armrest was going to be a problem for Terri when she was using this detector. It was cutting into her elbow, which wasn't as comfortable. This would be true for any smaller person with a shorter forearm. Checking the manual, I missed the fact that there are 3 possible positions for the armrest. You have to undo a screw and move the armrest to one of the other positions. This helps quite a bit and is usable for Terri. Ideally, an upgrade for this would be to have a lock lever, like used on the other parts of the telescoping stem. That way, it would be adjustable for anyone. Maybe also a rubber cushion down here applied to the armrest would be nice as well. The control box at first glance can be confusing to navigate. There are 6 buttons and each also have secondary options when long pressed. The right 2 buttons also have an additional function if you press and hold them both quickly to change your screen to the full TID screen. There's a lot of information on the main screen. The DEUS II is trying to give you everything it can on this one screen, but this screen is only really necessary for setting up the detector. You can always switch to the zoom display view or the XY screen. However, once you've mastered and understand the sounds coming from the headphones, speaker, or both, then you can literally put the control box in your pocket or the handy carrying case and slip it on your side. If you're using this in water or more than a few centimeters deep, then you have to mount an aerial antenna wire to the coil that wraps to the stem up to the remote. Salt water is a very strong conductor and can interfere with wireless transmission from the coil to the control box. For most of our detecting on the beach, this antenna wire is going to be needed. It's really not a major concern since just about every other detector on the market has a wire from the coil to the control box. Ideally, it would be great if this was a permanent part built into the stem so that no wire was needed to wrap around the stem and everything would be truly wireless. Another issue with the antenna is that it requires 2 mount points, one on the coil and the other one on top of the remote. The mounting of the coil covers up the battery light and requires a rubber band to ensure that the clip stays in place. On the remote, this also has a clip that holds the antenna in the proper place. These are just some of the little quirks one will find. Once you become accustomed to them, they will all be great. The DEUIS II XL headphones sent in this package are very good full cup headphones with level adjustments on the side. They auto connect to the remote when the remote is turned on and turned off when the remote is turned off. These headphones block out most of the sound and are very comfortable. They do make your ears warm with long use, but that's true of any full cup headphones. Personally, I prefer just the DEUIS II behind the ear headphones as they do not completely block out sound. Plus, when I wear my Aussie cowboy hat, I can easily wear the headphones. Otherwise, I have to stick to a ball cap or no hat at all. So I'll end up getting the DEUIS II headphones at some point. When it comes to charging, you have this multiple cable that you attach to the coil, the remote, and the headphones. Each is a different connector type. The coil charging clip could be better. If you try to connect this to the coil and set it down flat, then you can easily cause it to disconnect slightly and not get a charge. So either tilt or raise part of the coil. I think there's a little bit of room for improvement there. The charging time in the DEUIS II for all pieces is about 3 hours. Far better than, say, a MindLab Manticore, which can take up to 7 hours. The headphones use the old mini-style USB connector. Would be nice if this were more standardized with the latest USB-C style connector, or maybe a magnetic connector. The remote uses a round connector. This works just fine, but could be more of a magnetic mount like Micronox uses. But who's to say which is better? I've gone over quite a bit and will cover more on the DEUIS II in the next few videos as we learn more out on the beach detecting. Thanks for making it this far. Up next is the wrap-up for today's detecting adventure. Welcome to the wrap-up for our first day out with the DEUIS II. And the DEUIS II is proving to me right away, with a lack of knowledge of how well this machine can really do. We did find some interesting things out there. Right off the bat, the first thing out was able to find this really small wire in the midst of black sand with the DEUIS II. I happened to pick it out, and you tell you what, this was an interesting piece. Even though it's just a little piece of some kind of wire, I was able to pick that out of the black sand. So I was really impressed by that. I was able to pick out a nail and this hair clip here, which was quite a ways down, I believe. Found this gauge. This is a nice little ear gauge that the DEUS was able to pick out. Little tiny piece of metal, I think that was down the ways as well. Now Terri found the initial signal for this ear ring, but I used the DEUS to actually pick it out like I do with the other machines. And this is just a little copper ear ring, and it was ringing up really nice, really good strong sound. That was really nice to be able to pick out. I was able to find out 3 pennies. All of these are just zinc clad pennies. I actually picked out a 10 stake because I wanted to see how well the DEUS could decipher what this was. A couple of bottle caps. Bottle cap projection wasn't turned on, so those did come up on the DEUS. And several pieces of can Slaw. The strangest thing out there, we did pick up another cremation tag. We haven't seen one of these for a while. Now this will go back to the ocean here pretty soon, but I wanted to catalog it. And to get it back out in the ocean, I want to make sure we do it during a really low tide so we get far enough out that hopefully it won't come back up and we'll find it again or somebody else will find it. And this was our first day out with using the DEUS II, and using the Vanquish 540 is sort of a control so we could see what we were able to find. There weren't a lot of targets out there to find this first day, but these coming up following days using the DEUS II along with the Vanquish, we were able to find quite a few really interesting and good things, so stay tuned for that. That'll be out in the next coming videos.
Thanks for watching the Detecting Duo with Terri and Scott. Questions? Comments? Post something and we'll respond. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out our other videos. If you see us on the beach, come up and say hi. Thanks for watching.